Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So today I'm here with my initial review of this guy, the Surface Duo 2. It's been out for a couple of days now, and I've got some thoughts. I've been using it, I've been carrying it around, I've been testing it out. Extensively, I tested the camera. I dropped my camera review today on that one, or yesterday actually, so if you haven't seen that, take a look. But I want to talk about it because it's a hot topic whenever it comes to people who are interested in it, and also you had the original one, which I have right here. My original Surface Duo, which I'm Team Original Surface Duo Club. The Surface Duo 2 has a ton of improvements. The Surface Duo 2 has a ton of improvements, and I want to go in and talk about it and whether it actually makes a difference and if the phone is really what we expected it to be. So before we get into that, I do want to say if this is your first time stopping by the channel, thank you for being here. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. Let's talk about the Surface Duo 2. So there have been a ton of improvements on the Surface Duo 2 over the original one. First and foremost, the processor. It has a Snapdragon 888 in it, which is the flagship Android processor from Qualcomm for 2021. It's been in such notable phones as the S21 Ultra, the S21, also in the OnePlus 9 series phones, and the Sony phone, a whole slew of phones. It's been tried, tested, and it has a lot of power, which is what we needed because the Snapdragon 855 in the original Surface Duo it really didn't hack it very well. I felt like it was underpowered, and I just felt like the phone was trying to do too much and didn't have enough horsepower. So the Snapdragon 888 has made a tremendous difference. Not only that, we have Android 11 in here, which is fantastic. Not Android 10, we got Android 11, which is nice. Of course, Android 12 is on the horizon. There's a custom user interface and all sorts of stuff that has to be customized and tailored for this phone. I don't expect Android 12 anytime soon. Android 11 is super nice, and I'm actually hoping that it's going to really make a difference on the original Surface Duo. That's going to be something I'm holding on to this one for, and I'm going to test out later. Android 11, fantastic. The Snapdragon 888, it is very, very noticeable. Whenever you go in and you use it, it's nice, it's smooth. It is a fantastic experience on here. A lot of frustration I had with the original Duo was it was slow, it was clunky. I mean, just the fingerprint sensor alone would take like 3, 4, 5 seconds to unlock, and sometimes it wouldn't even unlock. The inconsistencies in the software have been majorly improved on here. I haven't really even noticed a whole lot of bugs in it. There may be some there. There have actually been 2 patches. There was an 800 megabyte launch day patch, and then there was a 288 megabyte patch yesterday. 2 patches in 2 days. I'm actually really happy about that, and I think that it probably helped. I know some of the other reviewers were saying that there were still some bugs that they were testing, but they had the phone for weeks. Like, they had it for like a month, and they were using pre-release software. Having 2 patches, a launch day patch, and also the other one, I think there might have been important emphasis that should have been put on, hey, asterisk next to this, this is pre-release software. So now having the official launch software, I think it's been cleaned up a lot. I think it's much more reliable. So the software's improved, the performance has been improved, the speed, you've got bigger screens, and now you've got this 90 hertz adaptive refresh rate. So that means you get the nice smooth scrolling experience. It's perfect for things like Twitter and Instagram, and when you're scrolling through your feeds, it's good for gameplay. And this can play games like really well, and it's already got Xbox Game Pass pre-installed on here. So if you have one of those, you can do all your cloud streaming game through Xbox Game Pass. You can even connect an Xbox controller to it, and it's like having a virtual Xbox Series X right in the palm of your hand with your phone. And also, you have a bigger battery, which is nice because the 3570 milliamp battery on the original Surface Duo, mostly terrible. I got about 3.5 hours of screen on time. This phone would never make it through the day. This one can actually kind of make it through the day. Battery life is much improved. So I've still got to do some more testing on that. I'm going to do a lot more intensive testing on the battery life itself, but as far as carrying it around and using it, I think that it's much, much better. I like having the extra battery. Also, most notably improved is the camera setup. Now, ergonomically, yes, a lot of people are frustrated because if you open it up, it creates this wedge type appearance and it messes with the ergonomics. When you used to have the regular Surface Duo, whenever you open it up and flip it all the way around, it's completely flat. So that makes for a really nice experience. Well, you can't do that anymore, but that's not the end of the world. I found that it's not too big of a deal, but it's not ideal. So yeah, it's not the way I would like for it to be, but also to get that, it's not without cost, it's not without benefit. We have this really nice camera module. And if you saw, please go watch my camera review. I covered the camera, the front-facing selfie camera, the primary, the telephoto, the wide angle, the video. It is way, 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 way better than the original one. So some people have said it's bad. Some reviewers have said it's not good. I think it's actually pretty darn good for the Surface Duo 2. Coming from what we had with the original one and looking at it now, the one on the Surface Duo, it was not good. And if you remember, it was only one camera and you had to open it up. If you wanted to take a selfie, you had to do it like this. And then if you wanted to take a picture behind you, you had to tap on the screen, which it would never flip around like it's supposed to. So far and away, light years better. I am actually pretty happy with it. Is it the best ever? No, it's not. It's not as good as the iPhone 13 Pro. It's not as good as the S21 Ultra. There are a lot of phones it's not as good as, but for people who are looking to use the Surface Duo 2, I think it's very good, and I think you're going to be very happy. So check that video out. You can find it here. Go watch that so you can see all the fantastic photo and video samples that I did. So other things, it's got more RAM. We've got 8 gigabytes of RAM now instead of 6. I think that helps out a lot, especially with multitasking. Helps out with the user interface. Helps out in the day-to-day usage. We've also got a new fingerprint sensor built into the power button. If you remember, on the old Surface Duo, it was a dedicated little spot over here on the side that you press. Now it's built into the power button, and it actually works pretty good. Like, I think it's pretty good. Watch. It's fast, it's reliable, it works basically every time that you use it, and it gets you right in. It's not laggy, it's not hesitating, it's not freezing up, it's not, hey, press the fingerprint sensor and then it'll show the unlock icon and then it won't unlock. They have made tremendous improvements on this phone. Like, everything that I hated about using the old Surface Duo has basically been fixed. Now, is it the best that it could possibly be? I'm sure there's some refinements. I'm sure there's some updates. I think if you go buy this phone, you're going to be very happy with it. If you liked the original Surface Duo, you're going to love this one. If you wanted to like the original Surface Duo, this one fixed so many of those problems that we had that made you really, really cringe when you used it. So, is it a perfect product? No. Is it like 98% living its best life, its best potential as it possibly can be? Yes. When it comes to the typing experience, a lot of people have expressed concern about that because the original Surface Duo had horrendous typing lag. This one doesn't. It does still have a little bit of lag. It's not as instantaneous as typing on an iPhone. It's not as instantaneous as typing on a Pixel or on a Samsung. But is it much, much, much improved and usable? Yes, it is. So definitely it is a much improved experience. You can use it. And that's probably the best thing I can say about it. The last one irked me so much. It was so inconsistent. It was so laggy. Input issues when you would try and type on it. It was frustrating. It was really frustrating. And that was one of the biggest hangups I had. I do so much typing and so much communication work on my phone. I tried to do it on there and it was an exercise in futility. So you can actually type on here. I hope they can reduce the lag a little bit more, but the latency there, it is negligible compared to the old one. It is so much better. So the typing is better. Using the actual software experience is better. It's more powerful. It's smoother. It's faster. The screen is more enjoyable to use and it's got an enhanced refresh rate. So I really, really like that. Better fingerprint sensor, better cameras. It's got NFC now, so you can do your wireless payment methods. So if you want to use Google Pay or whatever else, you're covered there. It's just a really good phone. They did a really good job in really shoring up all these areas. It was like every single one of the complaints that I had with the original one, it's like they fixed them. So, I mean, it's not without issue. When you use the camera and you shoot video, it does kind of warm up a little bit. Yes, it could be a little bit better when it comes to the typing experience. I hope they make improvements there. Yeah, it's not ideal having this big camera bump on the back. And also when you set it down on the Surface now, when you set the Surface on the Surface, when you type on it, it wobbles because it's on one side, it's not on the other. You can't really get any cases for it. There's the bumper case, but that's one of my biggest frustrations is I don't have a good way to protect this. So there are drawbacks to this phone. It's not for everybody. It is not. It is a very, very niche device. It is very business and productivity and communication oriented. And it's one of those things where I think if you want it, if you know why you want this device and you think it can help you, it's probably going to do that. And it's really nice to be able to use the dual screen experience. You have one screen over here, one screen over here. It's not like you open one app and that's all you can use. They work independently of each other. So you can use them both at the same time. You want YouTube over here, you want Twitter over here, you want Microsoft Word over here, you want Adobe over here. You can do all that. So this is like the ultimate multitasking phone. And yes, the Fold 3 is also very, very good. You can get either one of them. I'm not a salesman for this phone. I'm just telling you my initial thoughts and opinion on it. I think that they've really improved a lot. And I think that's what people are looking for, because there was a lot of frustration with the original one. It had the one camera. It didn't have 5G. It had a subpar processor for what we needed and expected out of it. It had a lag experience. It had software problems. There was a lot. Like, there were a lot of issues with the first one, and I was really looking for those to be fixed in this one. That was my biggest thing. Was I looking for it to beat the Fold 3? No. Am I looking for it to be an iPhone replacement? No. I wanted it to live up to the anticipation, the expectation, and basically the design of what it was for that the first one didn't fulfill. And I feel like this time it does. I feel like it's got a lot of upgrades. I feel like it's really, really improved a lot. Is it perfect? No. But it is very, very good. And if you're interested in getting one and you're worried about it, I can pretty much say that there's been enough things on here fixed that if you go out and buy it, it's going to be an enjoyable experience. Yes, it's an expensive phone. There are areas it could improve. The cameras could be better. The battery life, it could still be better. There are other phones that have 120 hertz refresh rates instead of 90. There are different things on here, but this is a very, very unique device, and the people that want it appreciate what it brings to the table. If you want an iPhone, you're probably not going to want this phone. If you're looking to get a Fold 3, this one might not be it. This is one of those phones where it's like, okay, I see that, I can understand why I need that, and I want it. And now, we had that last go around. A lot of people felt that way about the original Surface Duo, and it just didn't deliver because of all the hardware and the software issues. 90% of those, all that stuff's been fixed, and it is a much, much, much better experience, especially for day-to-day usage. So this is just my initial thoughts and opinions on it. I'm going to dive in. I'm going to be covering this. I'm going to give you my full review probably in about another week and a half after I've had about 2 weeks to use it. I've just been using it for a couple of days, and I wanted to give you guys a status update on what I think about it, because I think that Microsoft did a really good job fixing a lot of problems with the original one, and it's actually really enjoyable to use now. So that's all I've got in this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want to update when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.